guys, it's coffee time. I was having a hard time opening this earlier. I like tightened it way too tight. You know when you're kind of excited because you really went all out when screwing something? That was like the worst way I could have possibly put that. Basically what I'm saying is, you know when you have to close a jar, right? And you like make it so tight that later on when you try to open it, you're like, who did this? Who did this last time? And it was totally you. I do that all the time, where I try to like outdo myself. Like I just want to like keep screwing it. There's no way to talk about this without it just sounding really weird. Anyway, there's a place nearby where we were doing a couple of the friend zone things today that makes amazing coffee, and they put it in little jars for their to-go stuff. They're like, just bring it back next time, and I'm like, I never will. I literally never have. Every time I get a jar of coffee, and they're like, just bring it back next time. I'm like, okay, good intentions all around, you know, yeah, I totally will. Has never happened. Never once. So I'm kind of like, I need to use these jars for something so that I feel a bit better about it, because I'm never gonna remember. I don't even know how long it took. Guys, my mom and I used to try so hard to remember to bring our reusable bags to the grocery store, right? Like that was starting to become a thing when I was still living at home. It was a very rare thing. It was only something that was encouraged at very, very hippie organic stores, right? And now it's a pretty widespread sort of an idea of, if you go to the grocery store, you're probably gonna have to pay for your bags, at least in LA and in most of the places in Oregon where I used to live as well. So that was an idea that we like kept trying to do, but we would always forget. And I would think to myself, okay, I need to put my bags in my car so that the next time that I go to the grocery store, the bags will just be in the back seat, right? My sister-in-law does that. My mom and I would always try to remember to do that and never ever could. So since moving here, I don't know why, but I have gotten so much better about it. Every time I go to the grocery store, I like grab a couple bags. I have like a spot where the reusable bags always go back to. So before I leave to go to the grocery store, I always remember to just like swing by that little drawer, grab my bags, walk out with them. So it's a different process. It's not quite the same sort of like, put the bags in the back seat and then just whenever you go to the grocery store again. It's not that anymore. It's a different thing. Sometimes you just gotta find like that different way, that thing that's going to remind you. And for some reason this process just always works. And I think it's because when I go to the grocery store, I've now associated going to the grocery store with holding those bags. And so when I leave the house, I'll just be like, something's wrong. There's nothing here. My armpit feels vacant. Ah, bags are supposed to be there. Ah. So maybe there's a world, maybe there's another version of myself where I've remembered to bring these jars back because I figured out a different way of reminding myself about the jars. But as of right now, I have 3 of these. I have 3 of these jars. Ah, delicious. Yeah, today was all friend zone stuff. And not only friend zone stuff, but guys, the last 2 days it has been raining almost constantly in LA, which is amazing. And if you turn on the radio at all, for those of you who don't know, we're in like a pretty major drought in California. You can look at pictures of any area that used to be covered in water is basically, there's like no water left. Because we don't get enough rain, and we use more water than we get from rain and snow and stuff like that. So it's been a big issue. We've been kind of sitting around going, we really need some water. We really need like nature to pop open and give us some water, right? So basically everybody's been sitting waiting around for it to rain, like just praying that it would rain. It rained yesterday. It rained like right after we got home, and I was like, oh, we brought the rain with us, right? Because that's what my mom always says. Oh, we brought the rain with us. And just like when I go to Oregon, if it's sunny, my mom's like, oh, you brought the sun with you, right? So we brought the rain with us for a day, and I was like, it's probably gonna be like a one-day thing. We're gonna get some rain for one day, and then tomorrow it'll be a little overcast, but it'll burn off, and then it'll be sunny, and we'll have had our one day of rain, just like everybody's expecting. But no, it's rained all day today as well. It's been overcast and rainy for 2 straight days, and I'm like, keep it going. Keep it going. You know what sucks though, is that we live pretty close to the water. You know, there's a big beach scene here with Venice Beach and all that. But when it rains, it's actually very dangerous to go on the water for a while because the pollution is so bad. So the rain is not very refreshing to be in. It doesn't have the same sort of smells as when you live somewhere else. When it rains in Oregon, there's kind of there's a refreshing smell in the air. There's a feeling of just like, the cleansing nature of rain, right? Unfortunately here, because of the pollution, when it rains, there's kind of like a weird grime. It just feels like a little gross. Everywhere you go feels like a little gross, and like runoff water is all just disgusting looking. It's all just like dark and dirty looking. And they always tell you don't go in the ocean for like a week after it's rained because so many awful chemicals have just been like pulled into the ocean with the rain. So they tell you just like, don't go in the water anywhere. Just don't do it because it's gonna be gross. There's gross stuff in there. Yeah, so that's the sucky part of it. But in the end, you know, we need the rain. We need the water. We need that cleansing force, even though at first it feels grimy. In the end, it's like, it's very good for the air and for everything, just all of it. It's good for just all of it. So yeah, it's been very, very nice. I was delighted to leave Oregon thinking to myself, oh man, I'm gonna miss the rain so much, and then just come home and have there be 2 days of rain. I'm like, yes, yes. And the cats are they've been so happy. Ever since we got home, they've been just like all about us for days. And just the last 2 days, specifically Watson, both Watson and Sherlock, but specifically Watson has been like, are we gonna snuggle all day? Awesome. I'm like, I have to go to work, and she's like, no you don't. Just loves me way too much. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It's just, you know. So yeah, it's very excited. And we got done all the friend zone. We got all the friend zone stuff done. I think I'm gonna play a little bit of Dragon Age. Because I was talking with Holly today. Holly was there. Holly actually got me my coffee. Holly was there, and we were talking about Dragon Age, and she kept asking me if I had gotten to certain points. She was like, have you seen this? What about this? Has this happened yet? And I'm like, I'm not that far. And she's like, what are you doing? So now apparently I have to just play Dragon Age for the rest of the day today because she's just so horrified that I haven't played more Dragon Age yet. So I'm like, don't worry, Holly. I'll play more, I promise. So I'm gonna work on some videos and work on Welcome to the Fandom, and then if I'm feeling good, if I'm feeling like I'm in a good place work-wise, play some Dragon Age tonight. I think that's the plan. Right now, Sam is getting his hair cut. Who knows how that's gonna come back. I have been pushing for the Hawk. I've been pushing for the Hawk real hard, and I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think he has any intention of ever having a hairstyle like that, but I'm just like, oh, it would be so different. It would be like such a huge difference for him to, not even like a full like shaved Hawk, like just like a faux Hawk, you know, like a little hair still in here with the little, like, I would think it was adorable. I really, really would. But he's never gonna do it. He's never gonna do it. Who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe he'll go through like a weird midlife crisis and be like, what should I do with myself? I want 8 motorcycles and a mohawk. And I'll be like, mohawk! 8 motorcycles, but mohawk! Maybe 1 motorcycle. Yeah. It's gonna be the rest of my day. I'm happy. Feeling good right now. So I'm gonna use that energy to get some stuff done. But I hope you guys have had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.